Alright, we have 10 bread somewhere. And we have 3 pear pies somewhere. And we have 2 apple pies somewhere. So alright, now they don't have this pig farm done, and I didn't sit there and watch to see if they delivered 2 pigs to each one. And there's still a chicken farm to go. Go ahead and make them ghostly again. Sometimes, alright, they finished the chicken one. I don't know if it wound up with 2 or 1. There's the cow farm finished. Yeah, and the pig farm. But I'm seeing 1 pig. And see, I just butchered too much too fast. Your campfires burn out over time. Your stoves are like forever. And that's kind of, last time I had all this mixed up, I tried to just go like the bakery setup with the kitchen, but you actually have the butcher's table where they butcher the meat, the kitchen table where they do whatever the hell, and get it ready for this oven, I guess, the stove or the campfire. And then you have your stove burns forever. Your campfires burn out, and you have to have flint to restart them, or to make a new one, whichever you're doing. I'm kind of looking at this, a little bit distracted by this farm thing. What I think we need to see, and they cranked out the Badger ones with some quickness, so that's not a problem. But you kind of have to, and I had noticed in the other game that you could butcher your food out. I didn't think about activating the starting the farms and starting butchering at the same time was a bad idea. It'd be nice when they get all these mechanisms smoothed out and a little bit easier to use. Okay, I see 2 actual cows. So if we make a cow farm, I don't really want to make it there. We ought to be able to tell if they use both of them or not. And make it there, and might be easier to tell. I don't know what priority they put on making these farms. Hopefully nobody will die while I'm fooling around with this. And they won't get a cow from somewhere else. Alright, that's one trip. I don't know if he had a cow or not. Alright. Well, there was a trip up. Oh, you know what else those take is wood. So I think it takes 1 cow. Because they're pretty noticeable when they're carrying a... Yeah, he's carrying wood. So that's 2 wood. So it looks to me like it takes a cow, like it says. And well, he dropped the cow. He might have gone and eaten. Alright, there's a cow. No, he put the... What in the name of God are they doing now? I just gotta know, who is this? Brunhild. Yeah, she went to go sleep. That was kind of damn sudden. Alright, here's our cow. It looks to me like it takes a cow. So we'll be back online pretty fast. Alright, there's pigs there. I have no idea. Evidently, it takes more of these farms than I thought to go into, and I probably hit butchering too hard, too fast. You know, that was the title of my introduction. Oh, holding the space bar down won't work, you silly. Was actually the title of my first introduction. Alright, we look to be... Alright, I think that mystery's cleared up. As far as I can tell, it takes one of the critter, or whatever it says. If it says, you know, I think we can go ahead and check that pretty quick. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. I think it takes one, and a lot of this, people put up different information based on different evolutions of the game, especially when it's in development. I was on Minecraft when I was trying to get fraps to work, and wow, see, we're building up cows now. But I was on Minecraft when I was trying to get fraps to work, and I saw it when I went on to Minecraft. It had an update, and I didn't know they had I hadn't expected one for a while, but you know, maybe time went by fast. I hadn't thought about there possibly being a Minecraft update. If there was, I'm probably too late to put much up about it. Another thing on food, and I'll go ahead and put that in the intro because you know what the hell, you'll need to know it early. I've been trying to turn these mills on and off to kind of regulate the flow of wheat or all this damn flour because they'll produce forever. And the suggestion I saw, unfortunately, was on the same site that mentioned they need 2 cows to start a farm, but was to regulate gathering. So let's turn that way down because we've got a lot. So let's just turn that way down. I think we ought to hold off on butchering. I think the fence on the farms may simply be this so that, you know, they're not wandering out to where, you know, the kitchen's here, let's harvest our animals right here. Badgers, they're going to be using those. I don't care if they wander all over the damn town or not. Okay, I had them dig. This is all these barrels, I didn't realize as soon as they'd made them, they were activated. So they filled them all up naturally with crap I didn't want them gathering. I want them to gather these damn barrels to those stockpiles. Take those barrels to those stockpiles. What I was going to say, though, is I want a stockpile for wood, a bigger one than that, right here. So I had them actually dig out part of the mountain. So the mountain's above here. Now, I did this in my last world because I just didn't have room with the mountains on top of my head. So hopefully there's not like a really good reason why you shouldn't do this. Now, a couple of times it's taken my options and changed them while I was away from the game. Like that one especially. Newly built stockpiles containers have all items disabled automatically. So that way you can start a new stockpile and just specifically state what you want in the cotton picker. And all I want in this one is wood, period. Although at some point I want somebody to pick up all this damn green gel. Now I'm going to make this tavern room and not even worry about the wall, because I have 4 heroes. Another thing I want to do is, well, I thought, where were they leveling off? Alright, they leveled this off for me. And to get a Highlander, you have to have a tavern room that's, I believe it's above level 5. Just check Wiki, Towns, Heroes, and look for the Rex on a Highlander. Help if I held shift down. We could make it right there and not worry about walls. Screw it. Okay, so that's it's not in the best game flavor, but there it is. There's 2 tavern rooms, and we'll put beds in them for the Highlanders to be. If it works out, I'll make a better version of it at some point. And I don't know if they need personal items and all that stuff for any reason. Happiness, as far as I know, just comes from your townie's line of sight checks and whether they see a happiness items. And I don't even know if having more than one item even affects them. What I saw kind of indicated not, but maybe it depends on where they look for line of sight. If there were more, maybe they'd be more likely to see something. Not a clue. I also saw a post that said that wall in these rooms actually didn't increase their happiness. So you might try a personal experience and see if walling, I mean, for the game flavor, you definitely want to wall them. Don't get me wrong at all. There's reason to do the builds. But I'm not sure. This guy had a multi-level apartment, and of course to do that he had the outer walls. But he said he had never built the inner walls, and he was just micromanaging. I mean, to where happiness went up 1 point or not. And he built an apartment complex with, I don't know, several floors anyway. Well, I think it was 25 rooms to a floor, so that'd be, and he had 75 people in it, so I guess that's 3 floors. But anyway, he built no interior walls, so, I don't know. Happiness is kind of tricky. You can go to forums and just search happiness and read some of the posts. I did check dates on them, and they're very current. So, of course, anybody these really seem. I've been in forums enough to. These really look like knowledgeable people. So, anyway, my best understanding of it is I need. What Wiki shows is 3 layers of wall before your roof, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not sure why it would be necessary. Maybe you can't put a roof. Well, there's theoretically a wall panel there, so I don't know. I also noticed that, and this is an odd thing, but some people were actually using scaffolding in place of stairs. And you'll notice everything has an ingredient that goes into it. Scaffoldings evidently are free. They don't require an ingredient, which is kind of a trip, and some people were using them for stairs, because the stairs for buildings are kind of wonky. And anyway, it mentioned that was a crappy way to go about doing it. But, it's up, like I said, style. You bought the game, you play it any damn way you want to, and for whatever reason you want to. So I'm just saying what I've seen and what I've seen done. It's kind of like putting your people on guard. Okay, you make one guy into a soldier, and then you can assign him as a guard or patrol or a supervisor. The thing about supervisor, you can assign a soldier to be a supervisor, and theoretically the citizens he supervises will work faster. The problem is it makes them unhappy. If they're unhappy, you don't get more people. So I don't know why you would want to use, if you needed a quick build, I don't know. You be the judge on that one. Okay, you can assign him either to a group. By doing that, it'd be like group 1, and once you're on that, you can assign him to any of these options. Guard, I don't think a group can supervise, or maybe they can. You name the group. Guards a group, patrol group, yeah, boss around group. You can have a group to boss around people. Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Okay. So what we want to do is we want to assign him to patrol. So now we have somebody that's doing patrol. Now, the idea of on the happiness of using that option, say you put 10 citizens in soldiers, okay? Put them all in the same group. And then you go over here and you add a patrol point. And what that does is it brings them here to the badgers. So you got 10 of them here, and you throw in some badgers, do badger fights. You got some items where line of sight will hit on an item that makes them happy, and you build up happiness that way. Now, I'm not advocating any of this. And you could do the same thing if you have them in the market, but you don't have the badger fights. But you can set your, I guess you can't set it, yeah, they're at a patrol point. Or anywhere else, but those are the points where you're going to have, the arena is probably your best bet. But anyway, some people do this. I did it in my last game, but I totally screwed up the arena because I never put the balcony on it, which means it doesn't work. And there's no disclaimer thing anywhere that says, you know, if you make the arena without a balcony around it, you're screwed. And the balcony doesn't say squat about being part of the arena. Or to me, a balcony is a raised area, and if you look at Wiki and you look at definitions, that's what a balcony is. And so I was totally mystified, and then I realized it was a zone. So there you go. But anyway, if you do decide to use that guard thing, some people consider it a cheat. And you can pile a bunch of guards over here and have them just watch this. The happiness, the posts I've seen say it's an average. So if you have a bunch of guys hit 100, it brings up everybody else's average. And you can figure out for yourself if you want to do that. And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad idea. But if you're having trouble with your game and you really don't want to quit and you want to do what some people consider a cheat, like I said, it's style, it's your business, your game, you paid for the damn thing. So anyway, that's how to do that. The soldiers I have found to be just incredibly useless. If a citizen is a townie's attacked, they will come help them. But if your guard is here and your townie's attacked over here, it's going to be too late. What they are good for is once you get down in the dungeon and have somebody with decent armor. Mine don't have decent armor yet till we get this smithy thing put together.